Sorry about that. I think I had myself on mute. So, hello and happy Monday, everyone. I would love to welcome you and thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited for today. My name is Lisa DeToffel, and I'm the founder and chief cheerleader at Relationship Connections Referral Network. And I am your host for the 5-day Kickstart challenge that starts now. We are going to spend the next 5 days helping you to increase your networking efforts so that they are beneficial to you and your business. No matter if you're a regular networker like myself, or if you are just getting started to network. So thank you again for being here and joining me today. As we move forward, say hello in the comments and tell us where you're coming in from. I would love to see who all is here with us today and where they're coming in from. You will have to allow StreamYard access before it will show up your name. I do see that we have a Facebook user here saying hello. So comment who you are, where you're coming in from. Again, or access StreamYard to show your name. That would be awesome. So as we are getting to know each other here, a few little housekeeping things I like to share. If you have questions that come up during the training, please use #question in the comments so that I have a team member that will grab those questions, and we will have a Q&A at the end today when we are finished to answer your questions. So please, if any questions do come up, go ahead and put them in the comment section. Just use #question. And my team member will grab those questions for me to answer at the end at the Q&A. So let's move forward. This is the first day of the 5-day Kickstart Challenge. And during this challenge, I'm going to show you how to get started with your networking efforts so that you will have success when you are actually networking, whether it be in person or whether it be online. Most networking events now are happening in the online space. So you want to make sure that you have everything in place when you are actually trying to network in the online space, okay? Okay. And I want you to stay with me until the end. I want you to do this for a couple of reasons. I'm going to give homework every day. Don't worry, it's very easy and it's not going to take you a lot of time or very long to do. However, it is a building block. So what we learn each day builds on what we do the next day, okay? And we also have surprises that we will be giving away starting tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. For all those that do their homework, will be entered into a drawing to win some amazing prizes. So you don't want to miss out on the prizes that we would love to give you as we move through the week. So that starts tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. So you want to come and see who the winners are. Right? Okay. If you are here today, you are wanting to change in your networking efforts, and you are just not sure where to start. You may be just starting your business and deciding that you want to grow and reach out quickly and choose, and we want to help you do that and choose to start networking and building power partners. So you can grow your business faster and move forward by building on your networking efforts. And there's no time like the present to actually start with those networking efforts, okay? Like I said, either whether you're in the beginning stages of your business, you've just started, or whether you've actually been in business for a while. You could actually make some tweaks, if you've been in business for a while, or maybe you're just starting to network, actually. So yeah, that would be awesome. So I'd like to say hello to a few people. Hey, Cindy, thank you so much for being here. Hi, Precious, thank you for being here. Linda, awesome. There's so much here that we're going to learn this week in and around networking. There's different tips that you can put into place to help you grow in networking and with your networking efforts. And I don't want you to miss out on any of that. So thank you so much for all those that are joining me here today. I appreciate you being here. Next, I want to share a little bit about my story, tell you a little bit more about me. This was me about 5 years ago, before I became an entrepreneur. I was a preschool teacher for over 25 years. I learned a lot from being in the classroom with those children, but I knew there was more. There was more out there for me. I just needed to find it. So in 2018, I did some research and learned a little bit about what a virtual assistant was, because I had no idea at the time what a virtual assistant was. And after going through some training, that's how Tiger Eye Solution was born. My very first business was Tiger Eye Solution. And I created it from the ground up. In 2018 is when I started Tiger Eye Solution. After going through a very long process of training, where I learned any and everything and all around starting a business, because I had no idea. I've been a teacher for so many years in the classroom with the children. Don't get me wrong, I loved being in the classroom with those children. I think I learned probably just as much from them as they learned from me. But I knew there was more out there for me. So I found a coach and trainer who coaches and trains you around how to be a virtual assistant and how to start your own virtual assistant business. So I went through her training. I became certified. A certified virtual expert, actually, is what I am. And in my area of specialization, I have grown my business in so many ways since 2018, since I started. And I now even have a team that works with me. So Tiger Eye Solution started me on my entrepreneur journey. As I move forward, of course, working with different clients and learning the importance of building relationships. My niche area kind of changed, because in the beginning I was going to be an author assistant. I do love books. Being a former teacher, I love to read. I still do love to read. And I did work with some authors in the very beginning. But as I evolved, I learned the importance of building relationships. So I re-niched myself with relationship management and follow-up. And January of 2020 is when I launched that. And it really took off, because if you're a business owner, you know the importance of building those relationships to help move your business forward, and the importance of follow-up. Because if you're not following up, you're losing money. You're leaving money on the table, basically, right? The fortune's in the follow-up. I'm sure you've heard that. So, yeah. And, of course, my why. I started my own business and became an entrepreneur is my family. This is what we look like today. It's my husband. I have 3 children. My oldest son is married, and he's a firefighter. His wife's a special ed teacher. My middle son just graduated college last year, and now is moved out on his own. And my daughter just started high school. She's 14 and started high school back in August of last year. So this is my why. And if you are a business owner, everyone has a why. And you can determine that for yourself as you're moving forward in your business. So let's move on. I want you to actually turn off all your distractions, okay? Even your phone. Right here. I got mine here too. Put it on silent mode, turn it over, and set it to the side. So you are fully engaged in what we're doing here today, and there will be no distractions for you, okay? The good news is professionals are everywhere. So let's go ahead and just dive into this, okay? And learn why we need to build those relationships. Once you start making the most of your networking efforts, your calendar will fill up quickly. I have gained clients with my virtual assistant business, Tiger Eye Solution, through my networking efforts. So I promise this works, and it can help you grow your relationships and your business going forward. I'm sure you have thought, will this really work? Well, I started from scratch. I was a teacher for over 25 years. Never even thought about being an entrepreneur. My main goal was to find a position where I could work from home. That's what my goal was. I learned what a virtual assistant was and knew that I could totally do it. So I moved forward and started my first business. So if you are an entrepreneur or a new business owner, this totally works and can work for you. As I started not knowing anything about networking, but I did know that it was a great way to build professional relationships to possibly help grow my business. So you start with baby steps, right? Anytime you're starting something new. So hopefully this 5-day challenge this week is your first baby step in going in the right direction. So I knew I had to introduce myself to others. That's the very number one thing when you are networking, is to put yourself out there. You have to let others know who you are. Of course, I created business cards. I started networking in person in my local area, just to learn about other businesses. But in the virtual world, a digital handshake is very important, especially now since the pandemic has happened and a lot of businesses have transitioned into the virtual space if they weren't there already. Your digital handshake is your first impression that you make, especially if you're like on a Zoom call, a video call, or a networking meeting. It's the substitute for a in-person handshake. If you're at an in-person networking event, of course, you would walk up to someone, shake their hand, and introduce yourself. Well, this is the same thing in the digital space, okay? So most importantly, it sets the tone to establishing you as someone who is friendly, professional, and ready to get started, okay? So let's dive a little deeper into the digital handshake. Be sure to pay attention and speak clearly when it's your turn to speak, and introduce yourself. Look directly into the camera. Be interactive during the call. Ask questions, answer questions if you know the answers, etc. Also, keep yourself on mute when others may be talking. Any distractions, like we spoke of a while ago, could be unprofessional, non-respectful, for the others that may be on the call. So definitely keep yourself on mute unless it is your turn to talk. So all participants can hear what is being said by whoever is speaking at that time, okay? So where we are going. Identify your goal for networking. Everybody has a specific goal for their business. Well, you also need a specific goal with your networking. Do you network now? How many networking events are you signed up for now? Do you do it once a week? Do you do it once a month? Set yourself a goal and a schedule for networking. Do you have a bunch of gibberish in your head telling you that you can't do this or it's too hard? We're going to address the gibberish later too. So this week we are going to overcome all these fears and learn how easy it really is. to start building your networking efforts, okay? I'll remind you again, if you have any questions, please post them in the comment section with a hashtag question, and one of my team members will pick that up for me. So what is your plan for 2022? Sorry, I think I missed a slide there. But what's your plan for 2022? It's a new year, and we can make a fresh start in planning our steps for our networking efforts. What can you count on? Can you count on you and the relationships you will build through your networking efforts? You never know who you will meet while you're networking that can lead you to a client or a customer that you're looking for. So building those relationships are so important. They may or may not be a good fit to be your client, but they may know someone who is, okay? So you definitely have to identify exactly who your ideal client is and share that with those that you are interacting with at a networking event, okay? Be professional and clear about who you are and what you do. You can choose what networking groups you want to be a part of, groups that you think is best for you, your team, and your business. And then start building power partners when you decide on those specific groups to be a part of. I think I shared in the big group, the relationship connection group, that, I am a part of different networks. I do have power partners I meet with on a regular basis. I do have coffee chats, those one-on-one conversations, so that they can get to know me better. I can get to know them better. Therefore, they can refer others to me, and I can refer others to them. We may or may not be an actual good fit to work together, depending upon what their business is. And of course, my business being a virtual assistant business, it just depends on the actual person and the business. But we are all professionals, and we need to definitely conduct ourselves as such when we're at a networking event, okay? And those power partners I mentioned, they are very important. And in order to have good power partners, you need to be a part of specific groups. I think I had read a statistic recently that it's good to be a part of 2 to 3 networking groups that you attend and are active in on a regular basis. Myself, I have 2 that I'm active in on a regular basis. And as I've shared before on my weekly lives in the big group, that, I have gained clients through my networking efforts and through those power partners. Those power partners has referred other people to me, and they have become clients for my virtual assistant business, because those power partners are taking the time to get to know me, and I'm taking time to get to know them. So they know me, they know my business, they know what I'm good at, what I specialize in, and how I can help others and the actual people I like to work with. Okay? So you want to make sure you let them know that up front, who you are and what you do, what your business is all about, and who you like to work with. Okay? All right, let's build some trust. You want to connect and build the relationships with the professionals that you can trust, that is going to support you and refer you to others, okay? This is a really big point. Be honest and upfront of who you are and how you help others and what you have to offer, so they can refer you properly. When you are attending these networking events and building these power partners, they need to know clearly and specifically what it is you do, who you help, so that they can refer others to you correctly, okay? People work and support those that they know, like, and trust. So building that trust factor is very important when you're networking, because you want your power partners to trust you. And then when they are speaking to other people and telling someone else about you and your business, that other person's going to trust you as well because you were referred by someone they know and trust. Okay. Things you should not do when it comes to networking. Staying silent in a conversation. Don't do that. Just don't do that. Whatever the conversation may be, if you have an answer to a question, answer the question. If you have a valid comment that you can share your comment. Don't waste time with unhelpful information either. So if you are a part of a conversation, make sure the information that you're sharing is relevant to that particular conversation. During this particular conversation, you're not asking for a job or for work. So definitely do not do that. Don't be salesy with what you're sharing in the conversation, okay? You need to build the relationship first, and then the sales will come later. Failing to follow up after a meeting with those you just met or you would like to get to know better. The fortune's in the follow-up, just like I said earlier, right? So you do not want to leave your money on the table and not follow up with any of those that you connected with during a network meeting. Okay, moving forward, coffee chats. We have talked a little bit about coffee chats before too. This is the one-on-one meeting that you schedule after. Okay, if you go to a networking meeting and you are maybe in breakout rooms, okay, and you're meeting others on a more personal level. Say there's 3 or 4 of you in this particular breakout room, so you're getting to know each other on a more personal level in that breakout room. Well, after the whole event is over, you want to go back and schedule a coffee chat with those that you met in the breakout room to further that conversation or to get to know them even more, so that y'all can become power partners and start referring others to each other. Okay? So coffee chats are so important. And actually, that is part of your homework for today. Your homework for day 1 is going to be to schedule a coffee chat with someone in the challenge and practice these techniques. Afterwards, after you have your coffee chat, you post in the group that you completed the task with whoever it was you had a coffee chat with, and how many of the techniques you used. Okay. So I know we are streaming this in the private Facebook group. So look around in the Facebook group and in the comment section under this video, find someone else to have a coffee chat with. That's your homework for today. Okay. We're going to talk a little bit more too about the group surprises. Those will actually start tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I do have some awesome surprises to give away. And I don't want anyone to miss out on a surprise. So do your homework, have a coffee chat with someone, whether you can actually schedule it today or tomorrow. Some people may have a busy schedule. Hello, Facebook user. Yeah, you need to tell people that you're here. I'm glad you're enjoying my tips. That's awesome. So now we're going to move forward into our Q&A session. And I do believe we have a couple of questions. So let's see here. I'm going to stop my share. And move over to the questions. One question is, if you have never networked before, where do you find the networking groups? That is a very, very good question. LinkedIn is a very good place to find networking groups. And actually, I myself have a networking group, and we meet twice a month on the first and third Tuesday of every month. Relationship Connections Referral Network is an actual network. It's a paid network that you can be a part of. And we would love to have you come visit us, find out a little bit more about us. There's various places, and LinkedIn is the best place to start to look for networking groups. There's different groups that post in there on a regular basis about their actual networking events. If you don't have success with finding them in LinkedIn, send me a private message. I'll be happy to make some suggestions for you because there's various ones that I attend. I'm a part of 2 currently. I may be looking to join up to a 3rd one in the near future. Not sure about that just yet, but I can make some recommendations for you. V-Team is another one I'm a part of, and we meet on a weekly basis, and they are awesome. There's all kind of power partners getting made there, and I've gained clients from being a part of that. I've been a part of that network for about a year now, and I've definitely gained clients from my networking efforts in that particular network. Again, Relationship Connections Referral Network is my own network. We would love to have you come visit us. Let me see, the next meeting that we meet twice a month. And our next meeting is next Tuesday, I believe. Yes, the 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can come visit twice before making your decision if you want to become a member. And to become a member, it's only like $47 a month, or $525, I think, annually. So come check us out, see if we are a good fit for you. Like I said, if you need more suggestions on different networking events, send me a private message. I'll be happy to recommend others to you as well. That was a very good question. Let's see. You can, there's another good suggestion here. You can look at your local chamber of commerce and check online. Like if you want to network in person in your local area, that is a very, very good suggestion. But yeah, if you have any other further questions, let's see if I have any more here. I do have one. What program or app do we need to schedule online coffee chats? Private message a person you would like to schedule a coffee chat with and ask them when they're available. Or if you have a calendar link, message that person. I saw that we are in the 5-day networking Kickstart challenge with Lisa DeToffel, and I would love to schedule a coffee chat with you. Give them a link to your calendar, schedule that coffee chat. That would be awesome. Let's see, what days, Gina, I'm not sure exactly what you're asking there. What days again? So if you could maybe be a little bit more specific with your question. Let's see, do you have a goal of how many coffee chats you should aim for? Oh my goodness, that's a really good question too. My calendar really fills up quick, and that really is your decision on how many networking events you want to attend. And like I said, becoming a part of a networking event our group is important. So like with my networking efforts, I'm part of 2 different ones. I go one weekly meeting with V-Team, and then I have bi-weekly meetings with RCRN network. If there's visitors that come to these meetings, you definitely want to have a coffee chat with the visitors, okay? Get to know them a little better. Also, the other members, if you have not already had a coffee chat with other members of the network you're a part of, you definitely want to schedule a coffee chat with them to get to know them better so you can refer others to them. I don't really put a number on coffee chats. I just make sure I'm up to date. Just like, V-Team, that particular network I'm a part of. I've been part of that network probably now for almost a year. So the other members, in that group, I do know, and so I can refer others to them. But as business owners move forward in their business could change because we all evolve and things change, right? So even if you have had a coffee chat with a few of your members and you know them and you know what they do, just because you network with them on a regular basis, you still want to circle back around maybe in 6 months or a year's time and have another coffee chat with that person, because you never know what has changed within their business. Some things they were offering a year ago, they may not be offering anymore, or they've tweaked their services. Instead of actually offering specific online services, they may have a coaching program they're doing now. So you definitely want to stay up to date with all the members that's in the network that you're a part of, so that you can refer others to them properly, right? Okay. What days is your networking group? Okay. Thank you, Gina, for that. My networking group, Relationship Connections Referral Network, meets on the first and third Tuesday of every month at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Our next bi-monthly meeting is the 15th, which is next week at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. That is, I hope I answered your question. So yeah, the first Tuesday and the third Tuesday of every month are our bi-monthly meetings. They're always at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have a gathering and training once a month. That's an hour and a half meeting. It also starts at 4 p.m. And we actually have a special guest speaker to come talk to us. We do regular networking, the first part of the meeting, and then the last part of the meeting, the last 30 minutes, we actually have a guest speaker that comes to the meeting and speaks to us in, on, and around what it is they do. They kind of educate us, train us around their business and what they do and who they work with and how they help others. Okay, let's see. There is a link in the chat. Thank you, Cindy, for that, for the RCRN meetings, if you are interested in joining us next week on the 15th for our next meeting. Let's see. Linda says she's a part of Alignable, but don't have a lot of experience with it. I'm on Alignable as well, and that is another platform, good platform to use to meet other people. Now, I don't think, I may have attended a couple of networking events, just visiting other networking events through Alignable. So as you're moving forward with your networking efforts, I do highly suggest visiting numerous different ones before you decide exactly which ones you want to be a part of. Find the one that's the best fit for you, okay? See, Karen Clark says, I'm on Alignable and I'm part of a few groups there. I find more response with contacts who are not local on LinkedIn. Alignable has given me more contacts with local business owners. Awesome. Awesome. Gina is requesting a coffee chat with Karen Clark. Awesome. Homework already being done. That's great. Okay, let's see. Yes, Gina says she has felt disappointed with the trainings that would run long in other groups that no networking actually took place. Yes, you can find that in some places. Yes. Karen will PM you, Gina, and y'all can get your coffee chat scheduled. Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it. Let's see if I don't want to miss any questions. Let me go back and look. And anyone interested in the bi-monthly meeting of the RCRN, the link is in the chat. Cindy Royer shared that. Let's see. Okay. Awesome. 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 Again, if you have further questions, you can post them, #question. Schedule a coffee chat with someone. That is your homework for today. This is amazing, guys. So amazing. And I would love to invite all of you to come and network with us next Tuesday, the 15th at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. We do have a structured meeting every time we meet. We have a member that actually shares a 10-minute presentation about them and their business and what they do. So it is an educational meeting as well, because you're going to learn something from someone, whoever's presenting that day. So yeah, I totally invite you to come join us and see if we're a good networking group for you. We'd love to have you. You can visit twice, again, for free. We don't mind you coming and visiting twice before making your decision if you'd like to join. This is amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Perfect. Gina and Karen already have a coffee chat scheduled. That is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, tomorrow, again at 12 p.m. is going to be day 2 of the 5-day challenge. Okay, I don't want you to miss any of these great tips. Now, today we talked about the digital handshake and introducing yourself, and that's exactly what you're going to do on a coffee chat. That's why your homework is to schedule a coffee chat with someone, because that's exactly what you're going to do, is introduce yourself. You're kind of practicing during that coffee chat for what you actually do at a networking event. Okay, so go get some practice in, have a coffee chat with someone, and we will see you guys tomorrow at 12 noon. Thank you so much for joining us today.